elderly man was hit by a school bus while crossing this crosswalk in his wheelchair. Mainstream rappers like Trinidad James have risen the question of what exactly is Molly. With a name like that, she might sound sweet and innocent, but she is much more than that. These students might not be star basketball players, but they're definitely having a good time on the court and making a difference in someone's life. Wet n Wild has been closed down for 9 years and is scheduled to reopen Memorial Day weekend. Chaos ensued near the intersection of Arville and Sahara when a vehicle crossed the median, hitting 2 vehicles right before slamming into the Agonite.
And I parked my car just to see what happened because, my car was crashed as well. And I walked towards the restaurant and the car was in there.
10 people were severely injured and rushed to the University Medical Center and Sunrise Hospital emergency rooms.
When we arrived on scene, we found 4 people underneath the car, 3 adults and 1 child. We eventually brought what would be equivalent to a 2-alarm fire worth of equipment and personnel out to the scene.
One witness was enjoying lunch with his wife when he heard the crash.
Well, me and my wife was eating at TGI Fridays across the street when we heard the loud noise or the crash, and then we immediately ran across the street, and it was just chaos everywhere. It was just blood and just a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. What I tried to do was trying to help the little boy. He was sitting there with blood all over him.
The majority of the people injured were outside eating lunch on the patio. One employee was injured during the accident. The general manager is very concerned about the health of the guests as well as her fellow employee.
It was definitely a really hard part for us was to see one of our fellow employees covered in blood.
Witnesses say things got more complicated when the driver tried to flee the scene, and police believe he may have been under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
And then he started running, and then the old man was trying to grab him, and the old man fell. So then the old man says, he's the driver. He was the driver. That's when 9 men came. They grabbed him. We was all chasing him, but there was more men in front of me, so they grabbed him first. And that's when they took him down right here, and then that was basically it.
He is facing 10 counts of felony hit and run and 10 counts of reckless driving. As a result, the victims of this accident are facing life-threatening injuries.
We're hoping that everybody survives on this, obviously. We're going to make sure that the guy that was driving the vehicle gets punished for what he did.
For Studio G, I am Alexis Merz. MPHC presents Stepping Through Time, featuring the intricate steps of various fraternities, sororities, and even some youth groups.
Stepping is something that the Divine Nine Greeks adopted. It was originally back in Africa. Dancing was a form of, a form of like praise or a form of worship or a form of like celebration.
The step show had performers from the Divine Nine, which includes 5 historically black fraternities and 4 historically black sororities. Alpha Kappa Alpha took it way back to the 20s. Sigma Gamma Rho brought us back to the 70s. Delta Sigma Theta stepped into the 80s. Alpha Phi Alpha and Zeta Phi Beta brought us back to the 90s. And Iota Phi Theta finished the show with the 2000s. Commissioner Lawrence Weekly hosted a great show and kicked off some friendly competition. Each organization was responsible for filling up a box with donations in order to help support the Opportunity Village.
We decided hey, let's come on out and have a show and a donation drive at the same time.
After a refreshing blast to the past, it was time to reveal the winners of the MPHC Step Show.
All our hard work paid off.
First place, baby.
For Studio G, I am Alexis Merz. Yesterday, Clark County School District Superintendent Dwight D. Jones announced he is stepping down from his position. He cited his reason for stepping down is due to a family illness. Police believe that Moore had been leaving her child tied to the bed by her ankles for several hours since February 5th. It is also believed that the child was left with little or no food. Living off $14,000 a year may seem like quite the challenge, but one family of 4 has been able to cut back and live off of just that amount.